My fellow Americans and friends around the world, today I want to talk about a sport that has captured the hearts of many. Professional darts. In recent times, it seems that this noble game has faced divisions, much like the challenges we've confronted in our own history. But just as we have always risen above our differences, so too can the world of darts. It's up to the new leaders and emerging talents in this sport to step forward, bridge the gaps, and guide us all towards unity. And may the best players win.
Oh, sorry. I thought we got the intro music and everything. William Stewart, Sean Green, another week of action. It's week 4 of the CSC Challenger Series. This time, Division 1, Mike Maloney versus Don Stewart. And the averages speak volumes here, Sean.
Yeah, let's start off with your open. First and foremost, we have got to talk how you're going to start off the show. That way we know if it's going to be a good idea or a bad idea. You can get multiple.
I winged it.
Piece of
I
input.
winged it. It was about 3 seconds before I did it that I just said, you know what? Why not? We're going to go with the old-fashioned Anchorman. We had to.
Anyway, listen, this is what we got tonight. We got 2 former partners that used to travel and play together all the time. They both get hit with the itis when it comes to darts, which no one loves when it happens. Now, these are 2 guys that were at the top of their game when that happened. It took Don Stewart 7 years to get back to this point where he's currently at, where he feels back. And, of course, Mike Maloney's been on a tear in the last couple of years since he's come back. I'm interested in seeing a great battle tonight between 2 former and about to be back again competitors. It's going to be great. 5.74 for Mike Maloney, 5.48 for Don Stewart, first and fourth.
They've been having some fun, too. We've been seeing a couple videos back and forth. Don with some M&Ms and Mike Maloney having some fun about the teeth.
Yeah.
The corn. It's good.
Real
It's
corny.
good.
Real corny,
Yeah,
Mike Maloney.
Real corny indeed. No, it should be a good battle, just like per usual here in this CSC Challenger Series. We try to give you nothing but the best action for our week's coverage, and usually there's a 2 or 3 to choose from. So luckily we pulled this one out of the hat and said, this is what we got for you.
Yeah, I cannot wait. Out of the 4 matches that are on the winner side of the bracket still, which one of them has already been completed, Danny Baggish took down Rich Durbins. So Baggish, our first semifinalist on the winner side. He'll play the winner of J.C. Martinez and Mike Scarborough. So 2 Arizonans going to battle there. And then you move down to the bottom half of the bracket, and you have this one, of course. And the winner of this one takes on the winner of Mike Carter and Luke Pritzel. So another great battle that we could have had on stream, but this one's going to be huge.
I agree. And let's get to it here. Our first candidate up for grabs, Mr. Don Stewart. The nickname is currently the Ghost. C&M Darts. His location, Trick Shots Metro. Has been playing for 27 years. And as you mentioned, a 5.48 NPR and 80% win rate. And he's got 21 9 marks, 36 7 marks, and no white horses yet, but that could change tonight. And I like his throwing some old barrels.
Yep.
It's quote unquote from Don himself. Throwing some old barrels. Okay. All right, Don.
Hey, listen, if you don't know, you don't know. Might as well not even mention it. Especially he took 7 years off, so there probably are some old barrels that he used to be good with. But yeah, week 1 he took out Ryan Earl 9-4. That was a 5.06 NPR from him, and then week 2 defeats Don Kirby 9-1 in that victory over Kirby. And then so yeah, looking good. The 21-9 marks is big. And he's on vacation to be playing out of Trick Shots Metro West. Currently resides in Pittsburgh, PA. So
that's what I was wondering. I was wondering. I was like, that's not his true location, is it? So is he in vacation mode? Is he in playing mode? We'll have to find out later, huh?
Oh, he'll be in playing mode for something like this. He's a dangerous player for an opponent like Mike Maloney. Mike Maloney, when he plays those guys who know who he is, who he knows he has to play their best against in order for him to win, or for you to beat Mike Maloney, this is a different scenario with Don Stewart. He's loose. If he beats Mike, he gets to rub into Mike's face for the entire year, and that's all he's looking forward to. It has nothing to do with the money. It has nothing to do with he just wants a good battle. He's back, and that's a dangerous opponent for someone like Mike Maloney.
Well, let's go over to our next candidate, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mike Maloney. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, Hulk Smash, playing for Excel Entertainment out of the Cantina. He's been playing for 18 plus years. Of course, that averaged the 5.74 MPR, 69% win rate. And he's throwing those win more Mike Maloney 18-gram darts. And I got to be honest with you, I threw those Mike Maloney 18-gram darts last night in a blind draw for the first time. Won that blind draw. So could have been the darts. Could have been the fact that I threw with Tim Neal, who averaged about a 6 for the entire night. Could have been that.
I think it was one thing else. You wore your USA Darts t-shirt.
I did wear my USA Darts t-shirt. You got to look good to play good. And, well, there's one thing Mike Maloney knows how to do. It's to wear joggers. He has 34 9 marks, which is also number 1 overall with one white horse, 52 7 marks, and only 27 games played. Week 1, he won 9-4 over Casey Jones, and week 2, 9-5 over Rick Kinsey. So 2 big opponents that he took down in week 1 and 2. And this is doesn't get any easier this week, bud.
It certainly does not, but we'll see how this plays out as we'll take a look here from Don Stewart's location, Trick Shots Metro West. As you can see, there is a couple, individuals there that we see normally. I mean, you got Skyler, you've got the Braswells in the mix, as I think Austin's playing a match right now as well. So maybe they'll stay about. They'll support Don as well, I'm sure, here. So he will have a little bit of backing behind him this evening, although he's on vacation.
He is on vacation. You can tell he's wearing slides.
I love it.
So he's come ready to play. I think he's doing that just to make sure that if he beats Mike, he can always say that he won in sandals. But yeah, let's do a little story time here. I spoke to Ian Hansen on the phone about a month ago, and he kind of pointed me in the direction here of Don Stewart. Brought Don down. They're in talks right now, potentially for new barrels for Don. And he had him warm up and throw. And Don warmed up by throwing 3 triple 20s and then moving down to 3 triple 19s, then 3 triple 18s, then 3 triple 17s. And if he stopped or he missed one of those, he went right back to the beginning. And he did not stop until he hit 3 triples of each one in a row. So,
wow.
Yeah, he's feeling very good with this game, to say the least. So,
well,
Maloney might be up for one tonight.
He just threw a big 180 in his practice run there. So, I would say he's feeling pretty good. Unfortunate go on the diddle there. So it will be Mike Maloney to start us off in this race to 9 format. Classic format for our CSC Challenger Series here, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. Just a real quick one, folks, for you all joining us. You can get your comments in now because today we've got a $15 gift certificate.
No. Well,
tonight's right. That's not winner, right. That's
tonight's
not
raffle
right.
winner will receive a Winmore Blade 6 Dart Dock. Close to $15, but worth way more. Again, all you got to do is leave a comment or chat, hit that like button on our Facebook page. Raffle winner will receive a Winmore Blade 6 Dart Dock as Mike Maloney starts off with a 7 mark. This is why we can have nice things.
I 100% knew that was wrong.
That's fair. Oh, man. Yeah. If you've never watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules of the CSC Challenger Series. Double elimination style tournament. These players are still on the winner side here. Players do play a race to 9, like my partner in crime, Mr. Will said. Best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match that we already saw. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either player is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That is the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance,
we're going for speed.
The players will cork for start in our last leg decider. And you're seeing Don start off with a little bit of, I'm not going to say nerves. That's not it. But you can see him.
I've said it in the past.
A little tight.
Man, I mean, you're always going to have a little tension going into it. You're always going to have a little Okay, here we go. Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Even your world's best athletes are going to feel that little bit of pressure, no matter what situation you're in, whether it's, winning that world title for the first time or maybe even the 10th time. You still have a little uneasy tension there.
We have some craziness in the chat saying 9-0 Maloney.
There's no way. No way.
Guys, I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a lot closer than you think it's going to be. Even if leg number 1 with a coffin shot from Mike Maloney is going like this. Look at that, wearing his clean white jersey tonight. What's your over-under for 9 marks? 9 marks, my bud.
I
was
thinking 29.5 tonight.
29.5. I like it. 6.46 from Maloney in leg number 1.
What a display there.
Yeah, that'll start it off on the right foot.
It certainly will. It certainly will. Don, of course, we'll have to right the ship here quickly, but he'll brush that one off and forget about it. As they say up in the Northeast, forget about it.
Forget about it.
So 4-mark opener for Don. Almost 1,000 viewers already. Man, these CSC numbers are just unreal lately.
Yeah, I love it. The players, of course, helping out tremendously with that, with their pre-match trash talk. Never hurts anything. And you always love when the players also get to kind of just be themselves and dig deep into the trash talk, so to speak, if you know what I'm saying. Really, really sucker punch a previous partner where it hurts the most.
Unfortunate one for Mike, is he'll brush that one off as well. Here we go from Don.
Good 7 from Don Stewart. Andy Douglas got us on the phone and the TV.
There you go.
Lions 9-4 Maloney from Tim Goodwin. Elliot Milk never likes to have any fun whatsoever. He's like our Toby. Says 20-0 Mike Maloney.
What's Elliot going to get in this mixture here?
They said that he was going to have electricity in his area within the next month or 2.
Oh, okay. There we go. Just living out in the sticks, huh, Elliot? There you go. Good one. 7-mark from Mike. Just back and forth here on the heavy hitting numbers. 20s and 19s, round number 5.
They are battling on these 20s and 19s, but this is a moment here for Maloney.
Certainly is. He can go ahead and take these 20s out and make his move. Here you go. Over the 18s or back down. He's going back down. He says, I want more.
More.
Update here. We got Austin Braswell getting knocked out of this tournament by Rick Hinsey, 9-4, right in front of our very eyes.
Yeah, that's a bit of a downer. They're at that location now. The Dons have to deal with.
See the frustration there from Mike.
Yeah, God forbid you miss into a single. You know?
It was good. It was good seeing a lot of individuals this weekend up at the Shark Tank Dart Tournament, including some of the PPD representatives and Carly Griggs. She was up there. So big shout out to everybody that attended.
Suck up. Sorry.
Okay. All right. I see how it is. There we go.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Mike Maloney, the first of the evening, saved by the boom.
That was kind of rude.
No, it wasn't. Anytime you get to see Carly Griggs as a winning winning day. She really is a lot of fun to be around. As long as you don't make her upset. If you do, you shouldn't be around her anyway.
Is there something we don't know, Sean?
She is texting you right now. She is going to text you right now and be like, what did you just say?
No.
Marlon in the chat
seriously.
as well. I love it. We're getting all the PPD representatives. Of course, why wouldn't they tune in? You folks are joining us over 1,000 now. Let's make this a show this evening as Mike Maloney is off on a run. 5-4-6. And he follows up with a 5-2-2. Hello.
Do you think Smash is trying to prove something this evening?
He very well could be. And that you can wear white after Labor Day.
Well, today is Labor Day. It's not after.
Yeah, true.
Oh, unlucky there from Don on Dart 3. I like the classic white and black combination.
It does look pretty good. Of course, he does have his classic white cap, per usual. Ooh, did I say 5-2-2? Oops, my bad. I definitely wrote down 6-2-2, so we're good there.
Yeah.
It was a 6-2-2. Apologies.
Man, that chat got you going, don't they?
Dude, that's what they attacked me this weekend, and I about went insane on my chat. And don't make me do it again, all right? Because I definitely wrote it down. Nick, can you confirm on that one? I wrote down 6-2-2 and not 5-2-2 at any point.
Confirmed.
Confirmed.
For never.
Thank you.
Well, hello from the Netherlands. Jurin is watching along with us. Man, look at Maloney. Just Maloneying.
Running.
Boom goes the dynamite. He was running.
Somewhat surprising. It's only mark number 2.
Well, every other round's a 7 mark from him.
And he's at a 6-4-6 and a 6-2-2. There you go, guys.
I heard it was a 5-2-2 from you.
Oh, my goodness. It's been a long weekend, guys. Gosh, give me a break.
Look at this. Another good 7 mark, but Maloney throwing a 7.25.
And you can tell just Don is throwing a good in this leg here with a 5-2-0, but when your opponent's throwing 2 marks above you here, what do? I mean, another 9. Come on now. Ridiculous. Maloney
goes
doing
the
Maloney
G.
things. He's so dominant in these situations. I mean, what's his average has been pretty much the last 3 seasons around the same average he's had right now, a 5.74. I think at one point he had a 5.92.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Well, he blew it at the end, but there are no winning darts that account for this. 7.17. Gross.
Another
6.6.
And that's the best one so far.
Shane Lindsay in the chat saying this is insane. Yeah, this is gross so far. Nothing anyone's going to be able to do anything about that. Vanessa, you can probably go back to your paper here soon. And Casey, you might be able to make your movie.
Yeah, Mike wasn't really happy with where that dart landed. Had to work over, but still capitalized on a 4 mark here. Just that subtle
smashes
step.
in the 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, work over to the left, work over to the right, whatever you got to do to achieve that mark you need.
Trey, appreciate that. We got some 9-2s now, some 9-0s. I still think this is going to be a closer battle than it's showing so far.
Yeah, and
but Don's got to pick it up now.
Don will go up a little bit in the average and compete here. I mean, Mike's not going to ride this train all night. There's no way. He's going to dip. He's going to show a few legs, at least I think.
He's showing 2 of his legs right now.
Funny.
This is insane. Boom goes the dynamite again. Yeah, he's feeling it.
Don's coming into this with an 80% win rate. To go into week 3 of the CSC, I mean, we haven't seen that high of a win rate in week 3 since, if I'm not mistaken here, Kenny Doyle season 1, where he didn't lose any leg until week 3. If we remember that dominant performance out there. Sorry, that was season 2.
Yeah.
So 80% win rate. I mean, he came out swinging. You already mentioned the 4th highest average. Now, obviously, playing in vacation, playing at a different bar than what you're accustomed to does play a factor. But overall, he's just excited about the experience. You see the posts online. These guys are just having fun. Is he happy that I started? No, but there's still plenty of time to cover the ground.
Love it. From Nick Durachi to Shara. Keeping everybody on their toes.
Little tidbits of information he sprinkles in. Pure gold. Pure gold.
I do want to admit, again, I threw those Mike Maloney smash barrels from Winmore last night for the first time. I had left my darts at home, so borrowed my wife's set. Won the blind draw, and in the final, I did grossly shoot a Maloney double just because I was using Maloney's darts, and I hit it. Ugh.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
It's got to be the dart. It's got to be the dart. Definitely wasn't the talent.
That is far from the reality of the situation. Incredible. That it was the talent, you know.
Definitely wasn't the talent. It was for one of my partners, and it's not the one that I look at in the mirror.
Oh,
that is an unlucky first start.
This is just once again another filthy leg from Mike Maloney. A 6+ once again. 16s to 15s. Why not another 17 in the mix?
There's that Maloney double. No, Maloney knows the joke ended up being on him because he had corn stuck in his teeth for like 2.5 hours afterwards.
It was cool to see the videos with these guys beforehand, just having a little mixture and a laugh. And we like that from our players. You know, show your personality a little bit. We see Leonard with his afro last weekend. We see some good moments with Olivia Terry in the past, as well as numerous others. So yeah, when you're doing these interviews, you know, not too extreme. Give us a little heads up about what you plan to do, and we'll make sure that we capture it the best way possible. But yeah, these guys are doing great things. And first one under
horrible average.
First one under a 6 for Mike.
Horrible average on 5.77. That being said, Don Stewart's not on. He is off right now, and there's a lot of factors that could be a part of that. I think being at Trick Shots Metro West is a bit of a factor.
And that's the thing. Being in the vacation realm it's not just you're on vacation, but you're in a different atmosphere. That's more of the reality of it. Yeah, finally here gets one.
It's a second, but still the same. Yeah, I mean, it's the first meaningful one.
Yeah.
Let's look around at the other matches going on. We did have insight that Luke Pritzel did defeat Mike Carter earlier. So Luke Pritzel waiting on the winner of this one. And then Danny Baggish looking for the winner of Mike Scarborough, JC Martinez. And I see Mike Scarborough in our chat, so I'm hoping he's not playing right now. Oh. He was behind the leg, so might as well throw in a 9 mark. Boom goes the dynamite again for Mike Maloney.
Well, he's already secured that lead going into break with 4. If you're Don, you just got to keep hammering away here and get this leg on the board, and that's a big one for him.
Yeah, it's a second of the leg. And if he doesn't win this leg, he's thrown 2 9 marks in it so far. I think that's about all you need to know about how Maloney's going to throw. You see how furious he is at that 5 mark. That's what it is tonight.
Jeremy bringing us a good one. He says, you should do a Maloney double counter along with the 9 mark counter. Consider it done. 1.
He's had 2.
Okay, well, thank you. Just ruin everything, dude. Calling out every mistake I got tonight.
Did you say steak?
Boy, would I love a good one.
I'm telling you what. You and me both. Boom goes the dynamite again for Maloney. Oh, was that a mistake to not go back and point?
Folks saying Mike is listening to the live stream, by the way.
Of course he is.
Just that to me is crazy.
It's
How
not
you
the
can
first
put-
time. I'm surprised. Boom goes the dynamite again, and he throws a little extra fist pump in there.
I look at
round
this
6.
leg.
I mean, look, come on now. Why are we needed? Why are we needed here for this? It's to remind you guys to leave a comment in our chat, that like button on our Facebook page, to get entered in to win a live stream giveaway tonight brought to you by A2ZDarts.com. You could win a Win More Dart Dock. Again, just tell us who you have in this one. Tell you where you're tuning in from. No, don't tell yourself that. Tell us where you're tuning in from. Maybe we can get Maloney to sign something. My goodness. Look at the superstar work. Hey, Mike, can I have that jersey? He's listening. I might as well ask him.
Something, anything that'll make me play like you.
Don Stewart, though, takes control of the leg, even though Maloney's on a 7.43.
He has to. He had to eventually get a leg on the board, and this is his leg to win. He's got to take it.
Yep. Big last, just in case. Just in case. You know he's going to hit it, too. If Don does not take this out, he's hitting it.
Don's going to take it out.
Yeah, he is. Right there, all of them on the left side of the board. 6.22 defeats a 7.25 in leg number 5.
That is an impressive leg, gentlemen. That is an impressive leg. I'll tell you what's great. I told you that they'd show some love to Don here and come on over, and you're seeing it in the background. Austin Braswell, Stacy, Skyler, all the rest of the crew back there at Trick Shots Metro.
We appreciate them always. Great to see them a few weeks ago, by the way. And there's a good start from Stewart. This is the PPD player advantage rule that Mike Maloney loves so much. He loves it for these exact reasons. Because he knows the last thing he needs is for a reason for Don Stewart to get back in this. I'm just going to shout out some of these real quick, guys, because there was a lot of you that put where you're from in here. Glenda from Indy, Sharky Darts from Lexington, Burt Beveridge, which is maybe the greatest name ever, Mount Morris, Illinois. Of course, Mike Hagenow from LaPorte. Teresa from Don Let's Go. Mike Wyckoff from Pasadena, Texas.
Got
Georgia in there, Michigan.
Des Moines, Iowa, Minnesota, Manawak, Wisconsin.
Yeah, hop in on this bad boy.
Plover, Wisconsin. You got a few good ones in there. South Carolina. Pismo Beach, California. Another good one.
Hey, Austin, if you started every single game tonight, does that mean you lost 9-0? Oh, player advantage.
That was rude. That was rude there, Sean.
Well, I mean, I didn't remember that little aspect of it. Good
Make
call.
you jealous here, Sean. D. Norris
Boom goes
tuning in
Dynamite.
from Augusta, Georgia.
You don't even get me started. Most beautiful place in the world. How about Ruben Herrera tuning in from San Diego?
Another
Hope you're
quality
doing
shot.
well, Ruben.
You can get in this.
Looks like Maloney's board is like hanging by a thread.
Oh, it does definitely look like that.
What's going on
Okay.
there?
Our camera must be
It's a waddling.
wobbling a little bit.
This one we always see. It's definitely the base that's at Trick Shots that's doing this. But look at this average again, 6.4 playing a 7.25.
Man, not
Jacob
happy.
tuning from Qatar.
How can you be that unhappy when you're throwing a 6-6?
Because of who you're playing against, and you're down right now.
No, I'm talking about Mike. Mike is throwing these darts off and like, oh, disgusted with that dart. You're throwing a 6-6. You're averaging a 6-4 for the match right now.
Look at how he's dressed. You know he's always expecting to be perfect.
Oh, another one incoming.
Oh, he went outside on the Maloney double. Wah, wah, wah. It was a big moment, though, for that to happen.
That was a big moment. Because
That's why you always do the triples.
Turned it.
My goodness, guys. Thank you so much for tuning along with us. Sean Green, Will Stewart, virtually live here, Indiana, Wichita, Kansas, and Davenport, Florida for Dirachi Nick Teixeira.
Calm down with a little country accent on the Wichita, okay? That's not necessary.
It's how I have to say Wichita.
Not necessary.
But it's how I say it.
I'm from Indy.
Indiana. You got to throw the R in there.
I'm a Hoosier.
Hoosier's right.
Just gracious.
I don't want your life. Wait, that's Texas.
That's a
big five.
Big five. It gets him just out in front. But if you're done here, just clean it up. Just 3 darts. That's all you need. 1, 2, and 3.
5.59 defeats the 6.00 Mike Maloney, who has still only thrown one leg below a 6 tonight. And that was a 5.77.
Yeah. What?
That's insane, dude. And it's still 4-2.
He's,
That's how well Don's had to throw.
He's throwing a 6.46. He's now averaging a 6.38 to Don's 4.84. What?
Harry Carter, you calm down with that nonsense. Will hates being called that.
That's not me.
Larry tuned in from Lafayette, Indiana. Love me some Lafayette. Actually, but West Lafayette sucks, though. That's where Purdue is. And only a 3-mark start from Mike Maloney. Basically a start for Stewart, and he takes out the 20s.
Don's trying to make this 4-3. Last leg before our break.
If this becomes 4-3,
that would be
is Maloney in trouble?
I don't think he's necessarily in trouble because he has that break to kind of just get over it, per se. Because, I mean, when you throw a 6.46, a 6.22, a 6.60, a 5.77, a 7.25, and a 6.0, it's pretty nasty.
Boom goes the dynamite. Don Stewart. Tori, yeah, Purdue sucks. I went to IU. Sorry.
I
How about
can't believe
the white belt wonder, Brandon Neal in the chat saying, how's it going, gentlemen?
I saw him this weekend. Jumped on the mic for a little bit for our Shark Tank shootout on Friday night.
Yeah, he sounded good all weekend, man. Everybody you brought in was fantastic. Love Mooney every time he's on the mic. He's one of my favorites to listen to. And you, of course, work well with everybody.
His done it. Shark Tank killed me about every time.
I love it. I love the personality.
And Don, here you go. He's almost locked in this for.
He's throwing a 6-5
for 4-3. Stomping back from the depths here. Was 4-0 down, potentially going to rattle off 3.
Trying to get rid of the 15s first. Does that. Looking over. He hits it. Another big steal.
Don's just saying, hey, I got some of those 6s too. Got some of those in my back pocket.
Oh.
What you
and
got
Mike
there?
just like, I'm just here,
there?
just in case. Just in case you wanna maybe. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 4-3 heading into this break, bud.
Wow. That is amazing considering where we were at 4-0 and you're not going to believe this 619-506 going into break here. What a performance we are seeing. And for Don to be back in this match right now is incredible. I'm looking forward to where we end up here tonight. I hope you folks are too. Some amazing interviews with Nick Teixeira and these two guys, William Stewart, Sean Green. Nick, what do you got, Sean?
Yeah, grab your popcorn, guys, and get ready for these interviews. It's going to be fantastic. And then the rest of this match, man, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I still think Don Stewart might pull this out.
Wait and see.
Well, joined here by presidential candidate Don Stewart. Mr. Stewart, thank you for taking the time away from your championship campaign here.
I'm trying to get my sweet tooth taken care of, and now I don't even like M&Ms no more.
Well, we're excited to have you here. We don't need those M&Ms. Get them out of here. We don't need it, especially the green ones. They're like the worst ones anyways. Now, tonight, where is your campaign headquarters located out of for your CSC?
Yeah, I don't know who's the vendor, but I'm playing at the Trick Shots.
Well, we're excited to be having you on. I know this match has been very hyped up as well. Your debate opponent tonight, Mike Maloney, two-time president of the CSC. You guys go way back here, and you guys have been having a lot of fun bantering online. Can you talk to us about that?
No, it's supposed to just be all in fun, you know. Everybody else takes it too serious, you know. I'm just getting back into it, so I really don't even know where I'm going or anything right now, so.
And one thing you and Mike both have in common is that you guys have had your struggles and your ups and downs over the years. Now that you're kind of getting back into your top form, and in fact, in your top form, if you ask me, what was that experience like for you?
Oh man, it was 7 years. It's been 7 years. So I think when it started in maybe 18. I was playing with Mike in the tournament, and we won the tournament, but it was after that I fell down to a 1.5 and I stopped throwing for 2 years.
And
it was bad.
Well, you're back now and you're throwing some great darts and having a great performance. I mean, last week, the Don on Don match, you played phenomenal there. Tonight, with it being a race to 9, what do you do to stay focused in these long format matches here to make sure you win your match in the hearts of voters alike?
Well, you just have to win the games you start for sure and try to snap one here or there.
And is there anybody you want to thank for your support on the campaign trail this season?
Yeah, you know, my girl and my family at home, we've got a lot of stuff going on right now, so if I didn't have her her carrying the weight at home, I wouldn't be able to even go play. So.
Well, we're excited to have you on here, Mr. Stewart. It should be an amazing matchup tonight in our Division I presidential campaign race, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Yeah, I'm Don Stewart, and there was nothing harmed in the videos that we made today.
Mike Maloney, Hulk Smash, brand new signature darts as a part of the U.S. player launch. I'll be doing an in-depth review of his debut soft tip barrels following his recent signing with Winmore. Now, Maloney went for a design that captures his style and personality quite well. That Hulk Smash theme is just bursting through with this electric green color. Then we went with more of a natural silver in the rear to kind of help with that deep purple color to pop. Got a rock a backwards hat in true Maloney fashion, and you can tell right away I clearly don't know how to wear a hat because I'm a loser.
Here with two-time president of the CSC Challenger Series and Mike Maloney, and thank you for taking the time out of your busy campaigning season to talk with us here tonight. Where are your campaign headquarters located, and what company is backing you?
I play out of the Cantina in Oswego, Illinois for Excel Entertainment.
And your debate opponent tonight is Don Stewart. You guys got some history here, right? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Oh, I've known Don for a long time. One of the most vibrant characters you'll ever meet. We played some doubles together for a little while. I know if Millar wasn't traveling for, I think, about a 2-year period there to the events that we were going to, we paired up. It was a lot of fun, man. He's a character that once you meet, you'll never forget.
With it being a race to 9 tonight, it's going to be a little bit of a tough battle here, right? You're going to have to make sure to stay mentally tuned and focused. What are you going to do to make sure you come out on top and win this debate in the heart of voters alike?
I always try to make sure that I have a league to play. While I don't like to lose, winning or losing the league doesn't matter. I just want to use that as not so much a gauge, but just a warm up and a more or less just getting comfortable in my own game for that night. So I have a league tonight. I'm trying to sub on another team that plays out of there, and that is still up in the air with only a few hours to go. So if not, I'll be looking for online lobby players in the G3 to warm me up. So I do hope that there is a league to play, but we'll see. But that's my every week go-to, just to settle in with league.
And is there anybody you want to thank for their support on your campaign trail?
I always appreciate everybody tuning in. Especially we have a lot of out-of-towners coming in to the Monday night league and tournament at the Cantina. Always my sponsors. We have Maximum Precision Designs. We have EDC Remote, who's a very big backer and doing some good things in the community right now. We have Winmore Darts and Booyah Darts.
Well, we're excited, Mr. President, here to see you again on our live feed. We're looking forward to seeing how this debate transpires here. Wish you nothing but the best of luck.
I'm Mike Maloney, and I approve this message. Hey, Don, oh, it got you, bud. It got you.
Zero.
Some great events once again. Sean, we really got to work on your ways to bring back drinks.
Up.
No, sorry. Here we go.
Well, we're back and better than ever.
Yep, you're dang right. 4-3 right now for Mike Maloney. And guys, I mean, just some truly great stuff being thrown right now. I mean, just overall, Mike Maloney is throwing a 619, which is just impressive. But for Don to come back the way he has in those last 3 legs, to get him on the spin. It was really nice to keep him in the mix here.
Yeah, he's up above a 5, if I'm not mistaken. He threw a 2.5 in leg number 1, right?
Yeah, threw a 2.5, and then from there 4.89, 5.29, 4.56, 6.22, 5.59, and then a 6.35.
Yeah, and let's not forget that in leg number 5, he defeated a 7+ average from Mike Maloney too. So for him to be in a 4-3 ball game right now is impressive enough. I'm telling you, folks, this is going to be a good one down to the end. Mike's going to be kicking himself that he's only up 4-3, and Don Stewart's on house money, and we've seen house money be played before. That was a loose and fantastic gameplay last week from John Pilgrim. So if Mike keeps getting pushed here, this could turn down to a last leg decider.
There's a steal of the 20s, but does it truly matter? 200-point advantage for Mike. Already put himself in a good position for this leg, and we've said it in the past weeks. Like 8, like 9 can be some big. It's really truly 7, 8, 9 that things really can turn one direction for somebody.
Yeah, and this one definitely getting back into the favor of Maloney.
Speaking of One Direction, Nick, what's your favorite One Direction song?
You don't know what makes you beautiful.
Okay, I knew he was going to hit. I knew he was going to hit the nail on the head with that one, buddy. That's great.
Although the correct answer is Story of My Life. Everybody knows that.
And you were so flat, Nick. It was not even.
I didn't get my vocal warm-ups in. Yeah, I wasn't ready. I was trying to be quick, not correct.
Well, Mike,
you and I have our warm-ups that we go through before every match. He didn't
Another
get those
6
warm-ups tonight.
Another 6. Oh no, a 5.83.
5.83 from Mike Maloney is still huge. Might as well be a 6.
Yeah, might as well be a 6. That's what I was just saying. Might as well be.
And it's a 5-3 lead for Maloney. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us for the first time, first of all, welcome. Where you been? Great to have you here. The scoreboard that is in the middle of your screen, in between the game screen and the player cam, is going to be that scoreboard that you're going to look at. Ignore the scoreboard on the actual player screen or the game screen, because that one's not going to work for you. It always counts the diddle.
Yeah, and that's the additional counted leg in there. Just got to do it for the purposes of, PPD, arachnid system, and so on. Setting up those league systems, it counts it as well. So
we got Portage, Indiana in the chat. That's Northern Indiana there for Scott Gustafson. And hey, guess what, Will?
What?
We have an unbelievable deal for you from A2ZDarts.com. All September long, A to Z Darts is featuring the Harrow's Toro Dart of the month. Earn $15 off all Harrow's Toro Darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll be added to their raffle to win a set of Harrow's Black Knight Steel Tip Darts at 21 grams when you purchase the Dart of the month. That giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. You can also grab the Michael Smith Achieve Special Edition darts while you can. This limited edition dart is a great addition to your collection. You can also browse the Target July launch and the Winmore U.S. Player launch featuring Mike Maloney's signature Winmore darts that I've even won with. Don't forget to check out all A to Z Darts reviews on the Mike Maloney darts over at their blog.
I think that's a great deal that we've got Winmore that's going to come in and really sponsored some individuals. I mean, we got Rick Hinsey, we've got Garrett Rakowski there, Jules Van Dongen as well. People that have been involved in the CSC Challenger Series, soft tip players that really deserve a good push from a major manufacturer, and that's what Winmore's done.
Don did the wrong thing there in that last round. He did not point on the 17th, just allowed Mike just to calmly close him. And that's going to hurt him in this leg. It's about to be 6-3, I think.
I agree with you there, Sean. I think that closure and just another point for good measure puts him up by 105, forces Don to the Bulls. And Mike will come up with 3 needed and probably collect.
Paul Rogers asking a good question as Maloney is going to win this one with 3 Bulls. And that is, how does one become eligible to shoot in this? Well, if you want to get involved in the PPD CSC Challenger Series, all you got to do is play in PPD leagues and daily remote tournaments, or DRTs. Those leagues start daily. So get involved by going to dartstoc.com and checking out that map. That map will show any locations of G3 boards within the PPD system. They are always accepting new members, so if you're not seeing anything in your area, just have your vendor contact them on the website. From there, players can sign up for leagues on the website. It doesn't take a ridiculous amount of games to be eligible either. You got to play like 1 or 2 leagues, maybe a couple DRTs, maybe some all-star triples, and you will be eligible for this event in the future. Again, go to dartstoc.com to get signed up today.
Beep, 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 beep. Just checking in. 583, 582. Mike Maloney's still not human.
Yeah, those are terrible averages right after the break. Your voice got really sexy there for a second. Did you hear that?
I guess it did. I guess it did.
Did you just smolder right there?
Yes, it
You
did.
just
Yes, it
smolder
did.
with your voice?
Well, this is the ladies' man. 611 for Mike Maloney overall right now. You're welcome for that, Sean.
Thank you for that information with the 611. Oh, man. Just I guess I did. This was great. That was wonderful. If you don't know who this player is, it's Mike Maloney. We're in the white. Today is his wedding day. He's playing out of Illinois at the Cantina. He's a 2-time champion of the CSC Challenger Series Division 1, seasons 4 and 5, and then had a really disappointing finish last season, getting 3rd place. Trying to get back in that winner's circle again this year. He'll get Luke Pritzel if he wins this match, but Don Stewart still within striking distance.
Mike Maloney
just yelled at that guy in the black shirt, and he's like, "What did I do?" And in the words of Happy Gilmore, he shouldn't have been standing there.
Another just really, really impressive leg here. Double. He tried for it. Did go inside, though.
Well, his flight grabbed his dart there. I'll give him credit for that look. Yeah, low 4s just is not going to be good enough at all. Mike's almost just playing with him right now. Jason, I thought I'd make the difference for you on who was who.
Not the ball guy, but Mike's the other guy.
He's the one who's hiding that he's bald.
I do love that Austin Braswell looks like he's trying to almost impersonate Don Stewart looks-wise. It is kind of funny to me.
Well, we all have our heroes. Austin's meeting his for the first time tonight.
All right, Don. You gotta grab this leg here. It's getting a little distance in between you. Once again, another 4-leg spread here.
Last time this was the case, though, Don won 3 legs on the spin. He does get to the first twice in a row here. So even if he wins this leg, he gets to go first in the next one.
That third leg does become a little bit more difficult if he tries to run it out and do the 3 on the spin again because of that advantage going away. But it's now or never. Come on now. Fill it up.
Boom goes the dynamite there for Donnie Stewart. It's only the 14th 9 mark overall for the evening.
Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot. And we've had some really, really impressive legs, which is kind of interesting. But I think a factor in that is that it hasn't been drawn out legs other than a few. So we saw the 7-2 or I'll say the 5-7-7, the 4-5-6. So really 4, 5, and 6. Those 3 legs right there were the ones that really kind of get tussled. If I try to give you all those numbers at once, I realize that halfway through it would be way too much information.
I think I heard a 9er in there or something.
There was definitely a 9er in there. No, and that's the factor is you look at Don's 2.5, 4.89, 5.29 at the start compared to Maloney's start. That's why. And I don't think Maloney even had a 9 in the first 2 legs.
No, he did not. You're absolutely right there. Hey, how about this? Division II superstar Chrissy Grimmel is in the chat saying things are getting deep down there, Austin. Of course, chiming in just to hear me say "Boom Goes Dynamite." She's a huge fan, and she is our Wednesday stream.
Oh,
playing against the Hamburglar himself, Porky Steve Hilger.
I like that nickname for him, the Hamburglar.
Thank you. McDonald's thought of it first, but I stole it.
Get rid of Porky. It's the Hamburglar now.
Bleep. That's all, folks.
All right, Don, we'll get this leg, I believe. Needs 3 to do so, but another good one. Back and forth battle.
6.2 to 6.0. And Mike complains when he loses to people. Yeah. And he's like, oh, they shot the best they've ever done. Yeah, they have to, Mike. Do you see your own averages, bro?
He forgets that he's throwing his best.
Yeah, he would never lose if people didn't shoot their best against him. And I know that's what he wants, obviously, but come on now.
Eric Gregory, a good shot. He does. He always hits me with the you always say, go up and I wish I would have shot a little bit better. And you're thinking in the back of your mind, I'm glad you freaking didn't,
Yeah. It's like when you say shoot well before you start. No one actually really means that. That's like when you ask, hey, how are you doing? You don't really want them to answer it, really. Mike says, if Mike wins, does he get Don's teeth? My answer to that is Don probably would give them to him if he wanted them. He's just that guy. He'd be like, yep. There you go.
Ship him via FedEx.
What's curious about Don Stewart here, and I just sorry, it's me, random sports analyst Nick Teixeira. What I think we've seen out of Don tonight is that he started off just not anywhere near where we expected until he got the 3 off the spin, and he came out of the break in a very similar fashion. Both of those are specific to the live stream aspect, right? Of not knowing the exact start time, and then having that break that you're not normally used to having potentially in a middle match. I wonder if that's more of the factors that are weighing on his mind just a little bit here, that he's not finding the same rhythm he would otherwise find.
That's definitely possible. But I know Don's done everything in darts that he could possibly do. So he's just one of those legends that's getting back into the game. Now, that being said, Maloney has had a lot more experience in the CSC Challenger Series format over the past few years to maybe handle the pacing of it a little bit, and including that break, right? You saw Maloney kind of fire out of the gates and Don fire out a little bit slower. So you're probably spot on there, Nick. Like always.
Don't say that to him. He's going to get a big head, okay?
Well, I am a professional sports
analyst.
That's
impossible. No hat would be able to fit him. Big 7 from Mike. And Mike is rolling to the finish line.
That was,
and Don throwing a lot of slack darts.
That was great Tina Turner you did there.
Thank you.
Just wanted to let you know. Yeah,
Mike
he's
Maloney chiming in.
Set with another 6+. Oh, Wanted that one, of course.
Gets it on that one. 6.17.
About blew that.
Defeats the 4.5. 1 leg away from victory. Mike, you never responded to my question earlier if I could have that jersey, but that's fine. You don't have to. You know, if you throw above a 6 here, you might break the record for highest average ever in the CSC. No pressure.
Yeah, 6.2 or 6.02 right now.
Oh, you need to throw way above that. You
Yeah.
need a 7. Again, no pressure. Why message you? You're listening to me right now. Boom goes the dynamite start there from Donnie Stewart.
Big Boy says, only 8 months till Whammo. We got TOC down the road, fella. Come on now.
Nah. Whammo. That's where it all is about.
Mike
Look
Maloney
at this.
chimed in.
Yeah.
It's my record.
Boom goes
isn't it?
the dynamite again from Don Stewart. Back-to-back 9s.
Mike just chimed in and said it's my record, and it's 6.14.
With a cute little kissy face.
What the? He's
This is the third
commentating
9 mark of
mid-match.
the leg. This is the third 9 mark of the leg. They're throwing an 8 and a 9, bro.
Just-
Wild is right.
Can we just give Mike a mic at this point? Let him commentate his match?
No, we've heard him do that. Big moment here for Maloney.
Huge moments. Oh,
Why'd you yell that right in his backswing? Rude.
well,
It's delayed.
delayed. Yeah, but say don't put that on me.
No, it's definitely his fault no matter what. He's the one listening. All right. Still need some wedges here. Oh, look at this. Oh. Will, it's not over with yet. You don't have to say 9-9 to Don Stewart.
Definitely my son, but okay.
You don't have to call him your son either. That's weird. And that's called teeing yourself up, ladies and gentlemen. Brought to you by Sean Green.
That's another
6-8
Leg like-
playing a 6-8.
leg 5 here. So I mean that was a 7-2-5, 6-2-2. And Don's gonna put in a goodie.
Boom, baby. Mike's fine with that. The average went up.
Hey,
guess
I was
what?
thinking too.
Don Stewart gets to go first again. PPD player advantage rule. This is the last one. We have seen Mike Maloney blow a couple of leads, and I don't mean that like it necessarily being his fault to do so. In the finals a few years ago against Ram Guevara, Ram won 4 legs on the trot from down 8-4 to just that last leg decider. So that has happened. Now that was Ram doing what Ram could do. Don can play at that level. So Mike's got to have that kind of in the back of his mind that can happen. Mike has also lost a 6-1 lead, but that was a different Mike Maloney. That was a season 1 Mike Maloney that we don't talk about.
We don't mention that guy.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Don coming in with a 5 mark of his own.
Porky's woken up from his nap. Hey, bud. It's okay. We're just still playing some darts. It's 8-5 lead. Mike Maloney over Donnie Stewart. Tokes thinks this is the last game. Tanner trying to swoop in for that jersey. Whatever, Tanner. Called it first. Ooh, Porky thinks a comeback's a brewing.
Oh,
Will, what about
boy.
you?
Maybe a leg or two. I think that Mike gets this overall. I had him winning the match 9-6 is what I wrote down on my sheet. So
I'm sure you did. Okay.
you want to see it right here?
I can't see that at all, but it doesn't matter. I trust you. Weirdly enough, I had it 9-6 too, Mike Maloney. I wrote that down in my head. That doesn't help at all. I don't know what you're trying to do there. Cool. 9-6. I see it at the top. All chicken scratch like you just did it. Perfect.
Oh,
Big 7 from Don Stewart. Mike's listening to this being like, what the guys? I'm not even out of this leg yet. As he gets a 9-point lead.
He just doesn't know he's out of this leg yet, but he truly is right after this round. Bye-bye, Mikey, at least in this one.
Wow. He is never going to listen to us ever again.
Yeah, he is, because he's going to be on the stream at least a few more times, I believe. Whether it be in this season or seasons to come.
Well, Don to extend this out a little bit longer. 6.32 defeats the 6.0 of Maloney. Don't call it a comeback. Donnie Stewart now within 2, but Maloney goes first now. I love you too. If I can hear you, then they can hear you. So
They cannot hear me.
That's
Sean, you don't get it yet. Still, the audio thing, you just don't get it yet.
Nope.
Yeah, it's been
If I can
3
hear it,
years.
Oh my goodness.
Only a 3-mark start from Maloney. Not good. Almost as bad as my skills as a commentator still. 5-mark, though, won't hurt too much.
Now everybody thinks you randomly just said love you to them.
You're welcome, everybody.
To cue in, my son definitely said, "Night, Dad," and I said, "Night, son, love you," off the mic. And
But I heard it.
Sean
And so I
can still
responded.
hear me, but not everybody else.
God forbid I say I love you back when I hear it.
But Sean, I do love you. I do love you.
Ryan O'Hara, what do you mean tonight? Tell us you don't listen every week without telling us. Just kidding. Mandy's got my back. See? Mandy says we all heard. What now? All right. Back to the action. Don Stewart. Only a 4-6-7 playing a 4-6-7. If you'd have told Mike he's throwing a 4-6-7 at this point in this leg, he'd be like, I'm already out of it.
You see the frustration here. He's thinking that record when he shouldn't be. There's no way here. Just get the job done.
Big darts and the Maloney double for good measure. Says choke on that double, Sean. Which, by the way, Nick, I was surprised you didn't ask him the controversial question about the Maloney double. I was curious to hear what his interest was.
Now that you say that, probably should have.
Well, if he's ever on again, maybe next season or something. Don Stewart needs a lot of triples. Not that triple. Did not need that 18 triple yet.
Yeah, just chugging along,
Coffin shot.
finishing it up.
There's the coffin
Huge.
shot.
Huge stuff from Maloney. Just tonight in general.
Yeah.
Wow. Watch out notice if you're a CSC Challenger Series Division I participant.
Listen. As there it is, 5.55 at the end of the day for Mike Maloney, but he wins it 9-6. It was impressive. This is how good Mike Maloney was tonight. It was impressive that Don Stewart won 6 legs.
I think so, but at the same, he did make that good comeback at the very beginning, 4-3, and then we saw Mike just continue to ride it out, that momentum in the back stages of the match. So I do agree with you. I think that Mike could have definitely rattled off a few more, and it could have been a 9-4 scoreline instead. But that's just what you see from numbers wise. Would you agree on that?
No. Yeah, it was a great match. What was Maloney's final average? Sorry.
6.04. Don had a 4.99. So
6.04 is the highest by far so far in Division I this season.
But Don, half a mark lower than his average leading into this match. That's kind of the one thing that you take away there. But playing at a different location on vacation, do you factor that in as well? I think you have to put it into the brain. He probably hasn't been hitting the board as much. At least you assume. Who knows? But big win nonetheless.
I think. Yeah, I just think you can't take away that first leg, the 2.50. It was you take that out of the equation, he was probably much closer to his average. It just Maloney shot lights out. And don't forget, A to Z Darts is featuring the Harrow's Toro as their dart of the month. You can earn $15 off all Tarot Toro darts and get a free pack of flights. Plus, you'll get added to the raffle to win a set of Harrow's Black Knight steel tip darts in 21 grams. How about them apples? When you purchase that dart of the month. The giveaway ends October 1st. Good luck to everyone. And hey, get your hands on those Maloney barrels. They're great. I used them last night in a dart tournament for the very first time, won that dart tournament. He used them tonight, won his match. Is it a coincidence? Probably, but it might not be. So you get your hands on those Maloney barrels and all the other U.S. launched players there from Winmore.
Another big factor on this matchup, and I keep saying that, is 8 6+ rounds for Mike. One of those being a 7.25. Whoa. Whoa. We have seen some of that before. Of course, Mike didn't, he mentioned the 6.14 that he's thrown previously for an average in a CSC Challenger Series match. So he's capable of that kind of scoring. Can he continue? Can he possibly lift the title here in season number 7, Sean?
Yeah, I think that he can. We're going to find out, though. I think that we're heading towards a Danny Baggish, Mike Maloney King Seat match that everyone in the world of darts is going to want to look into. But Danny Baggish has to get through either JC Martinez or Mike Scarborough first, and Mike Maloney is going to have to get through Luke Britzel first. And those are 3 gentlemen looking to play spoiler in that showdown.
If I believe our next match will be Danny Baggish match in the semifinal. So just be prepared. Monday night, that's going to be your matchup. Wednesday, we got an exciting one for you, though. It's going to be Steve Hilger taking on Miss Chrissy Grimmel. Yeah. I'm excited. We all know that when Chrissy's on a roll, she's definitely an impressive thrower, can really rattle off some impressive averages, just like Mike did this evening. I can't say that, but she very well could throw just like Mike. We'll see. Steve Hilger, though, he's also my pick for division number 2. So I got to go with my front runner on that one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the battle. I think Chrissy's going to put Porky to work, and I think it's going to be a fun matchup. I would call both of them favorites in Division 2 of the CSC Challenger Series this season, and we're going to see which one comes out. Chrissy just defeated Jonathan Long, who averaged a 5.17 in Week 1, so she can beat the best of them.
Porky,
it's going to be a good matchup.
You're going to be burning some calories Wednesday night. That's for sure. We're looking forward to the action Wednesday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Join us on USA Darts as well as Partners Promoting Darts. Thanks for joining in on the fun tonight. We know I definitely didn't give my best performance after being gone this weekend, but it just continues as usual. We hope you enjoyed the laughs because we certainly do.
Yeah, see you guys Wednesday for the Kraken Porky Party. Tune in then.